it off. No. Don't turn it off.
Oh no, Bill. Oh no. Oh.
Billie Eilish is the queen of mystery and secrets. We are here decoding every little detail of her Instagram page, from her most famous followers to who has the nerve not to follow her back. We are covering why she switched her handle from @WhereAreTheAvocados back to plain old Billie Eilish, and so much more. This is a look at the life behind the lens of Billie's Instagram via the many clues we've been given thanks to her stories and posts. We took some time to thoroughly stalk Billie Eilish's Instagram, and here's everything we've learned. We will start off with why on earth she unfollowed Lana Del Rey. I mean, we thought they were tight. Billie posted an adorable picture of the two of them in 2018, which we love and makes everyone assume that they are super close, right? Not to mention all the times that she had called Lana Del Rey a god. Billie has been compared to Lana pretty frequently since she began in the industry, and it infuriates her. Seriously. Billie said in an interview, "Everybody's always trying to make everybody compete. They're like, Billie's album might pass Ariana's, but just stop. I don't care. I don't want to hear that Billie Eilish is the new Lana Del Rey. Do not disrespect Lana like that. That woman has made her brand so perfect for her whole career and shouldn't have to hear that. I don't want to hear that somebody's the new Billie Eilish in a couple of years." It seems like Billie even stands up for Lana. During this interview, she went on to even say how much she loves all of Lana's songs. With all of that being said, what's up with the unfollow, Billie? In this day and age, we all know that an unfollow means serious business. When it happened, fans started to freak out a bit, tweeting, "Oh my gosh, if there is a feud, who would I stand with? They can't make me do that." And we felt the same pain. So here's the real reason. Some people have said it's because they decided to release their albums on the same day and she just got a little jealous. Billie's debut album, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? And Lana's Norman effing Rockwell released on March 29th, 2019. When the announcement went out that this was the double release date, that's when it came out that Billie wasn't following Lana any longer. Most people have decided it was just a petty jealousy thing for one quick second, because now she's back to following again. Way to scare us for no reason, Billie. Who else does Billie follow? Well, that's an interesting topic, and for as long as we've been watching, she never follows over or under 666 accounts. As you know, this girl loves to keep us on our toes in mystery and with anything unsettling. Most people see the number 666 and think of Satan or darkness. But Billie has clarified before in interviews that she finds the number to be aesthetically pleasing and that there's really nothing more to it than that. Within the 666 followers, we find pretty much all blue checkmarks. Tyga, Snoop Dogg, Justin Bieber, Kendall Jenner, Hailey Baldwin, Ariana Grande, and Ari's best friend, Victoria Monet. Basically, everyone you're following. And pretty much everyone Billie is following follows her back. Even Lana Del Rey. But not Beyonce. Beyonce follows no one. In March of 2019, Billie had her most emotional follow yet, Justin Bieber. This is a moment she has been waiting for forever. Do you remember when they finally met in 2019 at Coachella? She had to take a second to catch her breath and then told him that she was obsessed with him. We can't blame her. Then they hugged for a solid 3 minutes, several different times. By the end of Ariana Grande's set, they were dancing the night away together. Not a bad way to meet someone you're obsessed with, huh? Maybe this helped her win back her pride after Justin screenshot her DMs from when she was like 13 and sent him fangirl messages. She said it felt good and it felt bad at the same time. Back to Billie gaining followers, they are growing more every day, and that might sound like a cheesy saying, but literally, she gains anywhere from 6,000 to 11,000 followers daily. One thing we noticed is Billie doesn't take sides in scandals. Well, at least it doesn't show it in her follows. She follows both Kylie Jenner and Jordan Woods, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. She doesn't care for the drama, and she just likes who she likes. Billie also follows a decent amount of designers from Chanel to Virgil Abloh and his brand Off-White. She is definitely into fashion, but not like typical chart-topping teenage girl stars have been in the past. You aren't going to find her in a dress or anything even close. But that doesn't mean her outfits aren't perfectly calculated. Head to toe, Billie has a plan each day. She has even dabbled in designing herself with Blush, which is a brand of accessories she has created. This line is more than just artist merch. We think it's the beginning of her own design company. But we will have to wait to find out on that one. Only time will tell. You can pretty much spot Billie in something Vandy the Pink at all times. Vandy is a designer who, Well, we will let him explain his vision to you. He says, I always play around with the latest hyped brands, their logos, or anything I see in magazines, in the streets, everywhere around me. The main color of the Supreme collab with Louis Vuitton for fall of 2017 was red and included the classic LV logo. When I saw it, I did a custom job on a pair of red Vans the day after. I always get inspired by pop culture. Vandy paints over and plays with brands that are currently popping off and sells them at top-notch prices for their individuality. Billie is also known for wearing sets like this Powerpuff Girl piece from Slumpy Kev. She loves to support her friends and fellow designers with tags, so we always know how and where to find her outfits. Here's a quick tip for you. If you want to get Billie's attention on social media, be funny. She says she doesn't like people who are creepy, but if you're commenting jokes, then she might just let you into her 666 chosen ones. That's what happened to Crooks, or Mecky Rain, who is a rapper and producer from the UK.
Number one is Crooks from the UK. He's a friend of mine. He's hard as hell.
He used to comment on Billie's Instagram non-stop with jokes and would tag her in his pictures. Finally, she gave in and said, who is this fool? She stalked his page, listened to his music, and he's the voice you hear in Bury a Friend. Excuse us for a second while we go tag Billie in 5 million pictures and pray to God that we could become one of the chosen few. But seriously, she doesn't like creepy stuff, so don't be a creep. As we look back through all of Billie's posts, we can tell she's genuine and she's authentic. March 2nd, 2016 was her first. It's a blurry picture of her sticking her tongue out. The caption says, so many men, so little time. She would have been almost 15. We can see that since she has become a bit darker, she isn't as bright-eyed. But that's what happens in the music industry, and maybe that's who she has always been on the inside. We found that Billie has one thing on her show writer that she cannot go without. Do you know what it is? Refried beans. Yes, Billie will not perform a show without eating refried beans first. This is why fans have started bringing her refried bean cans to sign. That's pretty clever, guys. Way to get her attention. Do you know where Billie's original handle, "Where are the avocados," came from? She was making a grilled cheese sandwich one afternoon and decided, wow, this would be amazing with avocados. Opened the fridge and said, where are the avocados? Then laughed to herself and decided that would be a hilarious name and changed it. As simple as that. In May of 2019, changed her handle again, but this time just to Billie Eilish. Fans are worried that Billie's label and management made her do this instead of having fun with her handles. A few months before, it was shifted back to plain old Billie Eilish. She tweeted that she wanted to change it to Farting Fingers. This is why fans think it was definitely not Billie's choice to just change it back to her name. Shout out in the comments how you thought up your handle and which one of Billie's you like better. We've realized through our stalking, Billie isn't one of those people who shares everything on Instagram. She will share funny moments and designer fits, but not the deep stuff. If you remember on her Vanity Same Interview 1 Year Apart video, this was actually her advice to her younger self. She said, don't share everything on Instagram, just don't.
Don't post everything you think. Don't. Just don't.
Ever since then, she has kept that promise to herself. Even when she announced on Instagram that she has Tourette's syndrome, she said, I've never mentioned my Tourette's on the internet because nobody thinks I'm dead ass, as well as the fact I've just never wanted people to think of Tourette's every time they think of me. Billie is very aware that the internet can be a brutal place, which is why she surrounds herself with friends and family constantly. Did you know Billie loves when people create anime characters out of her? As you scroll through her Instagram, you'll find a few pictures and a few actual animations of Billie from fans. Each time, her caption is complete adoration for whoever the artist is. These artists are incredibly talented and accurate at Billie's characters. Have you seen these? We would guess that this is another way to get Billie's attention. As you know, stalking through someone's Instagram leads you to many different pages, and in this star's case, we find ourselves creeping on Phineas English, Billie's brother. One of the most unique things about this brother-sister duo would have to be that they are completely self-made. Even to this day, when Billie puts out an album, you can guarantee that the songs were written and created in the bedroom of their parents' house. Billie and Phineas have been the creative team behind everything since day one, and they don't seem to be giving up the reins anytime soon. So far, they've knocked it out of the park, so why change now, right? For her brother's birthday, all he wanted to do was rent out a studio and write the most interesting song they could, which is where Bury a Friend came from. Seems like his birthday wish came true. As we continue scrolling, we start to see that a lot of who Billie is comes from her older brother. From their love of anime resume to the genre of music they write and listen to, Phineas and Billie are one and the same. We also see that since Billie is technically still a minor, her parents usually tour with her. Maybe we don't see that on her socials because who wants to tell everyone their mom has to tour with them? No one. But when we check in on her brother's page to see a lot of posed family pictures from around the world while Billie is on tour. So the secret's out. Back to Billie's Instagram. After the last glance, we can see she has always been genuine, and the Billie we see her as today is the same as she's always been. There's really no faking it when it comes to Eilish, and she's not worried about who does or doesn't like her. What is the most interesting thing you've found on Billie's page? If you love all things Billie Eilish and want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe to this page. Thanks for stopping by.